Okay then guys, just a little intro. Just have a look at this paper before we go through it question by question, a little overview, just to simulate the sort of thought processes we might go through if we were preparing to do this in an examination. And we were at the beginning of the exam just having a quick look through the paper for a minute or two. So here it is. It's the AQA January 2011 C1 mathematics exam paper. It's an hour and a half long. There's a table at the top to complete, of course, on the front page. And there's various instructions here. So black ink, black ballpoint pen we should use. We need to complete the boxes at the top. Answer all questions. Parts of questions are mentioned in the left. And you must answer the questions in the spaces provided. Do not write outside the box around each page. Show all necessary working. So it's important to include our methods, isn't it, to get our method marks. Do all rough work in this book. Cross through any work that you do not want to be marked. Use of calculators is not permitted. 75 marks. You can quote formula without proof from the booklet. So let's have a look at the first question then, as we go through the entire paper. So here's the first one. Cubic passes through a point, find dy dx, that's easy. Stationary points, and then the second derivative comes into view here. Fairly standard question, max or min, so that's an easy question. Good one to start with, so that's okay then. Plenty of room to complete the answers. Here's just working with surds. That's a nice easy question again, number 2. Very easy to do. So number 3, next question now. Flick on a few pages. Straight line, coordinates, gradient of straight line, AB, easy. A line parallel to AB crosses the x-axis at D, find the y, that should be easy. Straight line here intersects that line, and the CE has length 5. So this is a very user-friendly question again. So the first 3 questions look fairly okay and user-friendly, and there doesn't seem to be any strong reason to choose to do one before the other. And there doesn't seem to be any snags either for that matter. Here we've got a sketch of a curve, got an equation, point P on the curve, and the area under a curve. That will be onto a straight line here. So it's very simple and straightforward to work out the area under a curve. There's a definite integral there, and then the area of the shaded region. So that should be okay. Maybe some slightly tedious calculations, but fairly straightforward, unsurprising question. So number 5, sketch this curve as a cubic. It's got 2 roots, and then rearrange it, expand the brackets, find the remainder, and factor theorem question this is. So this is a nice question to do, yeah, no problem there at all on that topic there. So flick on to the next one. So we're more than halfway through the question paper now. Number 6, circle. Equation of a circle, expand the bracket, get mn and p. Cuts the y-axis, so that's when x is 0. Verify this point lies on the circle. And find the gradient c to d. So that's, again, this is nice. There's no problems here with doing these questions in sequential order really. But obviously if one has a preference to do certain questions and finds them easier than others, then perhaps one should choose the questions one's most familiar with. Just express this, complete the square really here. Line of symmetry with this equation then comes out from this arrangement here. Intersection satisfies this condition, an inequality, and then solve the inequality. And that looks like the end of the paper, doesn't it? So there's 7 questions in this paper. No surprises really in this C1 paper, so I don't see any reason why it couldn't be done sequentially really. But questions you find more difficult, then of course you'd want to leave them toward the latter part of the exam. So basically the idea here, you've got 90 minutes to tweak out every possible mark. It's best not to leave early, but go through the paper, tick off when you've done it, and then when you've done the entire paper, don't disappear, but go through it again, double checking all the things you need to double check, and when you've finished double checking, then triple check so that you eke out every last possible mark for this examination, so that in order that you get the best possible mark that you can. So, as I say, all the best with the preparation for this examination. It's fairly straightforward. I see no reason personally not to do these in anything other than sequential order when you go through the exam. So all the best if you're getting ready for an examination then, guys, and hopefully I'll catch you again in another revision sheet. Cheers!